Buenos días. Buenos días, compas. All right. This one might be a little bit long. So, if um if I'm just shooting down the barrel off the hip, moving too fast, it's a good thing that this is a video. You can always go back, okay? I'm going to try to just trim the fat off the steak today, give y'all everything that y'all need, okay? All right. That way it doesn't end up being like a 45-minute video, okay? Nasdaq, right? So we pretty much got above that critical level that we needed. All right. This is the one level that we absolutely needed to get back above so that we could see some more upside back up to this 200 SMA. All right. We've been talking about it since last week. Been posting about it inside the Discord. If y'all are not part of the Discord, then y'all need to go get on that ASAP. Okay. Um, It's where I post my videos, channel 404, and then we got our key market updates right here. And this is pretty much where I'm talking about the market. All right. Let's see, where was it that I spoke on it? Right. It's somewhere inside here. But nonetheless, it's interesting. Right before the weekend, we got a bullish hammer for forming or for reversal. Could get real interesting. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump back to the charts. All right, we're getting everything that we're pretty much talking about. All right, we're not here predicting. We're just pretty much reading the chart, and we're just unfolding the path as it unfolds before us. Right, navigating the path as it unfolds before us. All right. So if we can hold right here, which it seems like that's what we're doing, the trend is flipping, um, and get this good retest. I mean, this kind of already just seems like a good retest in my books. But if we can hold above here, we're going to see 28.9. Then after that, 29.4. All right. Um, from there, we could get a reject, and then we'll see the market really fucking tank. All right. But as of right now, I mean, it's still looking bearish, to be honest. All we're doing right now is just forming. Turn it. All right, man, it's off. All we're doing right now is just forming lower highs or lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. All right. So something just to still keep in the back of your head. All right. We could still definitely keep on coming down. And I would not be surprised if we did do that. All right. That's definitely still a big possibility. All right. But if we do that, we're coming back down to 27,875. All right. We'll see the market bleed like that. All right. It'll bleed quick. Okay. So it's going to bleed a lot faster than for us moving up. We're going to get slow grind back up to the top. All right. Now, if that does happen, all right, this is pretty much what I'm already seeing as well too. If we don't get that major pullback, then now we're starting to form a future potential head and shoulders. All right. So these are things that I'm just pretty much looking at in the market right now to see which way everything could go. Okay. VIX, VIX came back down. Surprised me, myself. It did not do what it did last week. Okay. So we can just get rid of that thesis right there. All right. VIX came down, which is good, which is why we could continue seeing the market push up. All right. Oil came back down. All right. I marked this out as well inside of the Discord. We said we need to mount this level right here at 86.20. If not, we reject, right? So we rejected and instantly came back down over the weekend. All right. It's no surprise. Okay. Then this right here is a huge level for them as well, too. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that down for y'all. That way y'all can mark it as well. Give me 1 second. Boom. Okay. We'll just call that a key level for today for the sake of getting this video out to y'all quick. All right. So 79.51. That's what we need to see. we need to see it lose. After that, we'll revisit the 200 SMA and the 200 day down here for 76.68 and 75.84. All right. 10-year shot up all of Friday, which is no good. Now we're just all we're just producing right now is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then we'll probably get a higher low. All right. So we want to see more of a pullback, but we want to end up seeing that unwind eventually. All right. Because if not, it's gonna get real bad out here. All right. Credits, the high index credit spread for Bank of America shot up. I want to see this come back down as well too. All right. I want to look for 273, get us back in that region. things are looking great on still us still holding the bullshit stocks. All right. Um, this was big for us. All right. The fact that we came all the way up here. I mean, you might as well call it 164. I think it was like 163.97 or 94 or something like that, right? 98. I was right there. All right. That's what I'm saying. I got numbers running through my head all day. This has been the number that has just been just hyper focused on my mind. All right. So when people are throwing me numbers, when people are throwing me just whatever, all right, understand that that's how involved and in tune I am with the market. That's how you need to be. I had that number off the top of my head. That's ridiculous. All right. That lets you know I got no life and I don't prioritize nothing else right now. Okay. That's all I'm saying. So with that little rant going off, and just motivation, for y'all to just that's how involved that y'all should be if y'all really want to start seeing results. Okay. Um, we get a lot of selling. All right, and this as well did not help it. We got an H pattern. All right, it's a horrible H. Don't judge me. All right, we got our H pattern, and we lose the 200 day. Now, if we could lose that 200 day, we'll still see some more selling pressure. All right, this level right here of 196. Oh, my fault. Of 156, that's exactly what we want to see right now. And if we can get below her, I mean, Jesus, this market is really about to take off. First, we're gonna get a lot of selling, right? A lot of selling. Okay. So this is why I got Nvidia pulled up right next to it. Okay. Nvidia looks like it's building up for a move right now. And I love it. And to be honest, what I'm kind of looking for right now before we enter that short position is this guy right here. Okay. Some consolidation every time we move up, some consolidation every time we move up, and some consolidate, or pretty much right here is what I'm looking for. Some consolidation in this area before we drop down. All right. Not move up, drop down. All right. So I'm looking for some consolidation. We want to let that pressure build. After that, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. Now, why is the exchange rate so important? All right. Let me move this over here for y'all. Okay. It is so important for us because Japan pretty much holds, or not pretty much holds, all right? They are the largest foreign holder of US treasuries, okay? That is a big, big key factor right now, all right? So a stronger yen or a higher Japanese rates could force investors to unwind the yen carry trade and then eventually put more selling pressure on the US bonds. Now, okay, need y'all to understand that once this happened, this isn't just our problem. This is everybody's problem now at this point, okay? The bond market will crash along with the currency market, all right? We need to protect the bond market, all right? Which is why we look at certain indicators, the 10-year treasury, the 20, the 30. These are all important when it comes to the stock market, okay? So that's what we don't want right now. So by us helping or anyone else helping stabilize the yen, the U.S. is also helping reduce the pressure of its own bond market. Okay, so we come in and we help the yen, the Japanese as well. We're pretty much essentially helping our own bond market. Okay, so I need y'all to pay attention to that. When we see this come down, that means that there's a lot of selling going on somewhere around in the world. All right, whether it's Japan unloading bonds, whether it's us selling assets, things like that. All right, because we need to protect the bonds. All right, in other words, they're protecting the global economy. All right, in a sense, okay, in a sense. Don't take it so literal. All right, next we got Meta. Meta looking good. We just need to we need to mount this level right here at 570. I got something for y'all, so I'm gonna just run through these. Microsoft is looking good as well too, looking great to the upside. These are the companies that could help keep the market up. All right, look at that. Amazon looking beautiful. We're gonna enter all-time highs at this point right here. All we need to do is just get above this wick right here, which is 278. We get above that. I mean, it's looking great, man, to the upside. Apple's the only thing that came back down, but it's totally nice right here. All right. I think we could probably fill this gap back up. I am not a fan of Apple, but I still think that Apple just might shoot back up. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And then ExxonMobil. All right, ExxonMobil is not part of the big tech earnings last week, but nonetheless, I just wanted to see how they did on their earnings, and apparently they didn't smash. All right, but they still did pretty good. They still did good. All right. As far as well, I'm not gonna go into that first. All right, let's go ahead and let's just bring up the main attraction here. Okay. So I got multiple screens. All right, I'm over here looking at this one. All right. So big tech meets the cash flow test. Right. Okay. So from here, the markets rewarded proof, not ambition. Okay. Created this for y'all. All right. So the best execution was Microsoft. The fastest acceleration was Amazon, and then the cash benchmark was Exxon. When it comes to like Exxon, just picture Exxon on the side. All right, doesn't even it's not even involved in what we're pretty much looking at. All right, the largest concern was Meta. Okay, so just pretty much the cloud acceleration separated the AI winners from the heavy spends. All right, so growth was abroad, quality of growth was not. All right, so Microsoft obviously had the strongest positive earnings report. Amazon, they were strongly positive as well too. Exxon, I mean, strong operating. All right, these are the last two, which is why we saw them tank. All right, Apple had a negative on the outlook, and then Meta had a negative outlook as well too. All right. So the cleanest proof that the AI infrastructure is monetizing for Microsoft was Azure. All right, they had a $678 billion commercial backlog and 30 million in paid Microsoft 365 Copilot seats connect infrastructure to spend to recurring enterprise demand. This is demand. This is what everyone is demanding right now. All right, so the money shows for it. Microsoft is showing that the AI infrastructure is monetizing for them. All right. They are making money off of it right now. Oh, I got to leave right here in a little bit. All right. That's why we're kind of just running through everything. But still, nonetheless, you guys can always go back and just look at this again. All right. Amazon, their cloud has reaccelerated. All right. With the free cash flow. Ooh, free cash flow bill, baby. All right. AWS growth and operating leverage showing infrastructure demand is translating into revenue and profit faster than the market expected. That is good. All right. It's no surprise that not a lot of people are making money on this. All right. We've all witnessed this. But the fact that when they're reporting their earnings, they're saying that, hey, when it comes to the cloud, AI, things like that, this is working for our company. And the money is showing right now. Where they're getting the money, it's pretty. I mean, it's they're pretty transparent on where the money's coming from. All right, that's exactly what I'm telling you. AWS. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that right now. All right, my mind's running at a miles an hour. I'm only moving forward. Go back, view the video, see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to Microsoft. All right, Meta. Their exceptional ad growth could not outrun the expense curve. They are spending too much money on ads, and for what? My Meta glasses. Just I can't use my Meta glasses now because I don't have my other personal account no more, which I don't even care. Don't even care for that personal account. But I'm just kidding. Of course, I can use my Meta glasses. Still got them. But when that happened, I was like, dude, that's whack. Just hook my Meta glasses up to a different account. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even tripping. I actually did not. I did hook it up, and then after that, I took it off. I was like, that's just dumb. Okay, so there's a lot of things that Meta's doing that you guys can try to put out as much ads as you want, but I mean, you can outrun the simple fact that there's some shady stuff going on over there. All right. I'm not a fan of X or Meta or anything like that. It's just I see Meta everywhere, and I'm like, now I'm just kind of annoyed when it's too much in your face. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of showed right there. It kind of showed. Apple. This is the one I've been wanting to go through. A record quarter, but temporary benefits clouded the read through. All right. So iPhone, Mac, and services set June quarter records, confirming franchise durability and broad based demand. All right. Tariff refunds added about 11 cents to earnings per share. Slower forward growth, foreign exchange, and supply constraints pulled attention away from the headline beat. Stairs, you know, and somebody has to pick up the cost somewhere. And it's no surprise that their iPhones, their Macs, certain what do you call it? Dude, my brain is just in a fog right now. Certain products they have to go and pretty much raise the prices on because it's either they pick up the slack or we do. And they're pretty much, that's why I'm not liking Apple right now. They're pretty much putting all that financial pressure on the customers. And their products are not even that good no more, dude. They're trash now at this point. I did that. There's so much. The only things that I use it for is just literally a telephone. All right, a telefono. All right. Other than that, I've gotten rid of all my computer. I only keep my Mac right now, just because there's certain information on there, certain documents that I need for my business, for a bunch of other stuff. All right. It's pretty much like a hard drive, just a fancy hard drive at this point. All right. Let's see what else we got here. This week's cash flow benchmark came from energy for Exxon. Okay. Record Permian output. Ooh, Permian. That's what I'm talking about. Texas, baby. Strongest upstream production in more than 2 decades, excluding Middle East disruptions, turned favorable markets into exceptional cash generation. Okay. Oil price volatility, normalization, or geopolitical disruptions could reduce earnings tailwind. Commodity exposure remains the core swing factor. Anytime there's war out there, that I have noticed, the oil fields, they just go robust, man. They go crazy. So it's good for those roughnecks out there. All right, they make a lot of money. AI returns, not AI spending, drove the ranking. All right, so we won't really go over that. Doesn't have to do anything with it. But the market's hurdle rate for AI just moved higher. All right. So one, reward measurable monetization. Microsoft and Amazon paired infrastructure spend with accelerating cloud growth. Two, discount OPAC payback. Meta's revenue strength was insufficient costs. I'm just pretty much gonna leave this here for y'all. All right. I'm not gonna go read through all this. All right. Let me go ahead and I'll take myself out the picture for a little bit. That way you guys can pretty much see that. All right. Keep a cash flow counterweight for Exxon, and these are just enormous investments, is investable when revenue and cash returns become visible. All right. Let's give y'all a quick rundown. Let y'all screenshot that. If you guys want to go see it later, be my guest. Okay. So it's pretty much all that I have for y'all today. I try to run through that as fast as possible. All right. Other than that, though, we there's a lot of plays being set up. All right, there's a lot of plays being set up. Pan dub, we pretty much shot right up above that order block. If we reject and come back down, spend some more time up here, then it's looking good. But nonetheless, look at that bullish hammer, dog. I mean, it's exactly what I called for. We come up, we retest, we're gonna move up. We're gonna move higher. All right. I like it more to the upside, right? And I got that solely based off of the 15 minute. All right. This is why I say 15 minute and 4 hour, just key, man. It's just golden right there. Like you can't get a better time frame. All right. That's why my stocks just hit, my guy. All right. Look at that. Look at that bullish hammer. You can't get a more clean bullish hammer than this guy right here. Okay. So we shot up above that order block. Let's see if we continue. If we continue, then we're pretty much back on track to the upside. Probably see new all-time highs. All right. Now, like I said, now from 11 right here, I like it. I still like it to the upside from 11.11. If we get above 11.11 or 111, I'm sorry, then we're gonna start seeing more upside back up to 119. All right. So that's pretty much all that I got for y'all. If I see anything, which I will, this might be, excuse me. Y'all know sometimes there's weeks where I only throw out one play. There's weeks where I just don't even throw out a play. You know, I like to pick and choose very wisely. All right. And then there's gonna be weeks, and there is weeks like this week that could possibly be, but there has been weeks where I am just throwing mad plays out. There's too much for anybody to even handle at times, and people end up missing the plays. Okay. So this is one of those weeks. We could possibly see a lot of plays getting thrown out there. All right. I'll be like Michael Vick in the cut back in '04. All right. So I'm going to be a dog up in this paint. No pun intended. All right. So y'all got any questions? Y'all missed any information? That's why I made it a video. All right. That's why I'm making these videos. That way y'all can go back, reassess, get a game plan, ask me the right questions, and get your mind, get your mind working. Work on it yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here as a as a resource to pretty much tap into. All right, so tap in with your boy. Let's get you right. Let's get you paid, and let's get you some money on, my boy. All right. So I gotta go to work. Um, I got the next few days off as well too. So really, really utilize that. All right. This could be a really good week for everyone to make some money. Okay. So let's get to it, my boy. Other than that, adios, amigos.